Previously, I've been I've been speaking about the allodial title. And I made a link with that. The word allodial, what it actually meant in relation to I can't remember. Yes, in regards to jurisdiction in some ways, and what I mean by that is and responsibilities as a UK citizen as opposed to a British subject, making a distinction between those and linking in, just linking those, making a distinction between those two aspects and what it means in terms of birthright, in terms of hereditament, which means that which you inherit, that which is inheritable to you because of your allodial status, if you like, or the titles that you hold under allodial title. And when it is allodial, what it is the opposite of, i.e. feudal. Allodial means free, and feudal means a fee. So something you have to pay for in one, and something that you don't have to pay for or not subject to pay, or for demands for payment to be made. There are two distinctions. Okay, so hopefully I've explained that a little bit more quickly, explained that well enough. But I wanted to say something about why and how we've come to a place in which allodial titles are being spoken of or need to be spoken of, and the distinctions need to be made, and the rationale for them coming in, or for the systems and the philosophy or the thinking or the principle that has come about, that has brought notions of allodial title into existence. That is because of what is called the doctrine of discovery of 1492. Okay, the doctrine of discovery, which creates a situation for the theft of estates of indigenous peoples under Admiralty law, and converting those estates into states. Okay, what a right state that is, or the United States. And more recently, states such as the Emirates, Emirates. A lot of the Arabian countries have been created out and on top of the lands of indigenous peoples, of lands and territories that already existed. And they were being created under the doctrine of discovery. And it allows the converting of the states under the guise of operations such as Agenda 21, 2030, liberal capitalism, what we call civilization and democracy, socialism, organized religions, and social constructs such as race, human rights, etc., and equal opportunities, to name but a few. So the doctrine of discovery, or as I've previously classified as, or reclassified as, or simplified as finders keepers rule. The doctrine of discovery basically allows for a certain group of nations, European, what we would classify as European, but they are not Europeans that claim to be Europeans, modern day or contemporary Europeans, aren't original, indigenous, Aboriginal Europeans, but rather are imposters and impersonators. I'm not saying that to be horrid, but that is quite clearly the case. And who have, as I say, claimed under these operations the titles and birthrights of indigenous peoples across the globe, including these islands. I have to keep emphasizing that, and I'm mainly saying that I'm saying it to everyone really that has or resides here or has these islands known as Britain as their abode, the place in which they habit. So I just wanted to sort of say that as an adjunct or an addition to the earlier video, which was talking about allodial titles, just puts a bit of context to allodial titles insofar as that is one of the things that we are not cognizant of, not made aware of. And when I say we, I'm saying people, the general public. The English, the British Moors, sovereigns, living men and women, straw men, persons, all mean different things, by the way. Citizens, subjects, is not aware of this stuff. And this is part of the doctrine of discovery, actually, to keep it secret too, that this doesn't come out. And very much linked to the treaty, what was it called again? It was called the Christian Black Codes of 1724. The Christian Black Codes are rooted in the Spanish Inquisition, which was from which actually the IRS and HMRC were created. Well, actually, HMRC is based upon the IRS, and the IRS, those operations still continue to this very day, which was about, I suppose, divvying up and classifying indigenous peoples and their lands, and stealing them under the doctrine of discovery. Oh, and then making people impoverished and debtors, turning them into debtors, very cleverly. But I'll say more about that the next time or at another time. I trust that was useful. Hopefully I've just explained the doctrine of discovery, how it links to allodial title, how it links to notions of the citizen and subject, living man, woman, straw man, and how these operations continue to this very day and are a significant historic tool to, as I say, remove people from the land, to move people away from that which is natural, to move people away from nature, move people away from the Most High. Until the next time, may your ERP remain strong.